to Tuesday night movie night. This week it is my pick. This week's Tuesday night movie night might be a little bit shorter than usual. Like I said, in Monday Movie Hunting, this week is like the busiest week we've had. We've been down in Birmingham all day, so we are back and ready to do Tuesday night movie night, but it's later than usual, so you know, just in case you, I don't know, might be a lack of videos this week, and the ones that are there might be a little bit shorter, but it's all good because it's still here. So the pick that I'm going to put in is The Intern. I've actually watched this twice already, and I really enjoy it. I do want to do a review on this one. I really loved it. I think my mum will really like it. I think she'll enjoy it as well. Can't wait to watch it again. So I was like, yes, I'm going to put The Intern in. So I didn't know last week what I was going to put in, but as soon as I saw this on Monday, because yeah, it was, no, when did I watch this? I don't know. I picked up last week's Monday Movie Hunting, but then I watched it after the Tuesday night movie night. Anyway, either way, as soon as I saw it, I knew this is what I wanted to put in. So let's put this in the picking pot and see what's in the picking pot this week. Okay, so let's see, here it is. Once you put it into the picking pot, dun, 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 I will show you guys what is in the picking pot this week. Okay, so of course, as you've just seen, I've put in The Intern this week, so there's that one. My other movie that I have in the picking pot this week is Paper Planes. So two kind of more recent movies. My mum's movies are Big Fish and Mars Attacks. And our joint pick is The Water Divine.
That's been in the longest.
So, yeah, that's probably been in the longest of the whole season, the film that's been in the longest. So you're shaking it. How's it going? Are you ready to open it up? Find out what we're watching tonight. Got the fire going again. Candles. Okay, we're ready. Let me check the roll.
It was going in fiddle.
I know, because they're all stuck together. Okay, you ready? Go. I don't know what they are anyway, so you just do that anyway, so there's never any point of shaking them. Okay, you got one? Oh, what's it going to be? Is it going to be one of yours? Big Fish is your pick!
Yeah,
that means we get to put it next week. Yeah, you excited for Big Fish?
Yes, I am actually.
Okay, well I've tried to watch this movie once before, and I didn't watch very much of it, so
Well, just chill out.
I'll go with the flow.
Go with the flow, yeah.
Okay, so Big Fish, but at least it's your pick.
Yeah.
So next week you can put in again, because it's been ages, hasn't it?
Well, you've been on a roll, haven't you?
Yeah, so your pick again. Woo! Okay, so we didn't really fancy anything too big, or we were gonna have popcorn. I didn't really fancy popcorn, but we had these little French fancies. Now, French fancies are actually my favourite cakes, and then these little lemon poppy cakes, and then just some crisps. So it's a real simple snack. We're about halfway through Big Fish. There it is there. Oh, okay, well, it's a bit blurry. There it is. Oh, yeah, okay. So about halfway through Big Fish. And yes, these are our Tuesday night really nice snacks. Nothing too extravagant today, but we didn't fancy anything too big. Because we had a bigger tea, so it's got a few French fancies, which are my top favourites, and some crisps. So, yay! Okay, everybody, so we just got done watching Big Fish, which was my mum's pick, which she was so excited about. She'd been waiting for her pick for ages, and this is a Tim Burton film. And I'd actually watched about 20 minutes of this years ago, and I didn't really find much of it. I didn't really enjoy it, and even now, when I was watching maybe the first half, I was kind of like, but then in the second half, I definitely found that it kind of picked up, and that I was enjoying it more and got into it more, and I was glad that I watched the whole thing. Some parts of it, I felt like it was a slow-paced film, and I felt like some bits it was kind of dragging a little bit for me. I don't know why, I just kind of couldn't get into it as much as I wanted to, but then, like I say, towards the end I really started to enjoy it more, and once it all kind of concluded, I felt like, oh, I'm really glad I watched this whole thing, and felt like it kind of had a purpose and a message to it, which I thought was good. I liked that, you know, it felt kind of rewarding to watch the whole thing, which sounds a little bit weird, but I don't think it's one that you can kind of pick up in places. But overall, I enjoyed it. I don't really know what to say about it. It's a very weird movie. It's very different. It's kind of just about this man's life and people he meets and things like that. But our mum's watched it quite a few times, so I'll be interested to see what I don't think she's watched it for a while, and she's the one who's always wanted me to watch this film, so I think she'll probably better explain it a little bit better as well, because this is the first time I've watched it, and like, it's kind of one of the ones you kind of got to think about as well. I think it's not one that you can decide, like, you know, right after the movie, oh, this is what I think. It's kind of hard to think about, but I think if you haven't seen it, I would recommend it, but I definitely recommend sticking it out and watching the whole thing. I'd give it 3.5, which isn't too high, but it's right just there in the middle. I think in the future, but maybe years later, I'd maybe give it another watch. I don't think it's one that I could watch again next week, but I think, you know, in a couple of years, I could give it another watch. But yeah, so let's see what my mum thought of Big Fish, because like I said, she's seen it before, so let's see her thoughts on it now. Okay, so what did you think of Big Fish, your pick? Is this your second time watching it, was it? Or have you watched it?
No, I think I've watched it a few times.
Oh, so it's...
Two or three times at least already, so it might be my 4th time watching it, possibly. I enjoyed it, I like it. It's, if I had to explain it, I think it's, first of all, I think it's a slow burner. I think it's just, it's never going to come up like this and down like this. It just rolls along, sort of thing. It's a bit like, imagine Grimm's Fairy Tales meets Pleasantville, or it's Walt Disney meets The Princess Bride. It's a tall tale of a story of, but it's a story, but
man's
on top
life
of that,
kind of thing.
It's a story of family life and relationships. I absolutely adore the relationship between Albert Finney's character and Jessica Lange. They play husband and wife in the older time. It's through a man's life, from a small child, and it backs and forwards from a small child to a 30-year-old to a 70-year-old, and the story of this man and his wife and the people he knows and his son, and the relationship between him and his son, which is very fractious, and the story sort of brings fruition to a broken sort of family relationship, really, I think, which sounds like a depressing, awful awful thing, but it's just so, it's very fanciful, and it's very so it's Tim Burton, it's a fairy tale,
kind of like a magical realism type.
Yes, yeah, but I just like the story of it. There's just some parts of it, it really sits with me and gives me a warm glow. It's a funny film. I sit watching it with a little smile on my
Who's
face.
your favourite character? Because there's quite a few characters
Yes,
in this too.
well, I really do like Albert Finney and Jessica Lange when the two play. Marion Coulthard plays a really lovely, the son's wife. She
Yeah.
brings it all together. She sort of binds it quite well. So I think I'd say it's an unusual story. It's based on a novel, and it's one that people possibly, I think it might be like Marmite. I think it's one that people will either really like or not like at all, because if you don't take it as a fairy tale.
I think it's different though. If you didn't, I know obviously with most films you're supposed to watch them the whole way through, but if somebody only watched part of this film or half of this film, I don't think you need to watch the whole thing with this one, don't you really?
That's why when you said you'd watched 20 minutes of it, it needs to come to its conclusion, to bring it round in a circle, really. So so that's what I think of it, which is a strange, maybe possibly a strange description of the film, but it's the only way I can really describe it.
What would you give it out of 5?
4. I'm going to give it 4. I mean, I've watched it 4 times.
Oh.
It just brings me into a warm, glowing place. I just like the relationships and how they're not perfect relationships by any stretch of the imagination, but it pulls relationships together and sort of puts stories into difficult things and easy things.
And then next week,
it's my pick. I know what I'm going to put in, and I'm not
you've
going
been
to change my
waiting for
mind.
ages.
I've been waiting for at least
probably maybe 4 weeks. Yeah.
to put in, and it might never come out,
But it might.
and it's a film that I haven't seen for a very long
What?
time.
Don't talk about that one yet.
No, I'm not
Oh, I
going to say
thought
what
you were
it
going to
is.
give it away this
No,
week.
I'm not going to give it away, no. But it is a film that I haven't seen for a very long time. So I might be bringing expectations for my own self up that aren't going to pan out, if you know what I'm saying. Never do get to watch it, but and because it's taken so long for me to get around to having a pick, it puts pressure on it. The poor thing. Never mind, anyway.
So that is it for Tuesday Night Movie Night, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you did, and it's my mum's pick next week, so she's super excited for next week. And hopefully we will might try and do the popcorn challenge, because we haven't done that for a while. So let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see the popcorn challenge. And yeah, until then, guys, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you then. Goodbye.